Good morning, PE friends. Mr. Scomp here for our week of November 30th virtual e-learning lesson for PE. Today we're going to go through some of our normal everyday warm-up exercises, our stretches, and then we're going to move on to some basketball. And it's okay if you don't have a basketball. If you don't have a basketball goal, you can find stuff around your house and play the game that we're going to do today, and I'm going to show you that a little bit later. Until then, let's get started. All right, so we're going to start with your feet straight out in front of you, toes pointing up, legs straight. So remember to keep those knees down. You're going to reach down toward your toes as far as you can, and we'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and relax for a second. And down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's move on to butterflies. So we put the bottom of our feet together, pull those in as far as you can to you. You're going to use your elbows and push down until you feel the stretch right along here on the inside of your upper leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, relax a little bit. Take a deep breath. Don't forget to breathe during these. Okay, and push down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now we're going to do our senior pictures. So you're going to take one leg, cross it over the other one, and take the arm on the opposite side and put that on the other side of that knee, and you're going to twist and look behind you. You feel that stretch going across your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to switch legs. This leg over, and again, take your opposite arm on the other side of that knee and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to stand up. We're going to stretch our quad muscles, these muscles here in the top of your legs. So you're going to grab an ankle, find something to focus on, and balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, don't forget, this isn't just about balancing. You really have to pull that ankle back so you can feel that stretch right here. Okay, so switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if you're doing these in your living room or inside the house and you don't want to, you're having a hard time balancing and you're hopping around, it might be a good idea to put your other hand on something to help you balance, because we don't want to knock a lamp off the table or anything since we're doing this at home. Okay? All right, so we're going to move on to our arms. So we're going to take one arm, we're going to make it go across our chest. We're going to take our other arm, wrap it underneath our elbow, and you're going to squeeze, kind of like you're giving yourself a hug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to switch arms. So arm across your chest, wrap this one around, and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, shake that out a little bit. Now you're going to take one arm, reach behind your back like you got an itch in the middle of your back that you can't reach. And then take your other hand and grab your elbow and pull that back a little bit. You'll feel a stretch in your tricep muscles, those 3 muscles on the back of your arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're going to switch arms. Take your other arm back behind your back. Grab that elbow with the other hand and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, very good. Okay, so now let's do some muscular strength exercises. Okay, so the first one that we're going to do some push-ups. Now, remember, if we do push-ups, you have the option. You can do them from your knees. We can do the modified push-ups, or you can do the regular push-ups from your toes. Okay, but if you're doing the modified version from your knees, okay, we are not doing this. Okay, this is not really a push-up. Okay, if you're going to do them from your knees, you're going to pretend that you're doing them from your toes. Make sure your back's not up here. Make them straight, and then you're just going to drop your knees down to the floor, and then you're going to do them that way. Okay, so that's the correct way to do it, because this is too easy. Okay, this isn't really doing a whole lot of work. So you need to make sure your back is straight, and then you go down and back up. Okay, so we're going to do 10 of these. Okay, we're going to do 10 of these. All right, ready? And down, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6, down, up, 7, down, up, 8, down, up, 9, down, up, 10. Awesome, good job. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is leg lifts. Remember, when we do leg lifts, I'm going to count to 4. When I say 1, we're going to be laying on our back. When I say 1, you're going to barely lift your feet off the floor. When I say 2, you're going to spread them apart. When I say 3, you put them back together. And 4, yep, they go down on the floor. All right, so let's get ready. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember to keep those legs straight. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's do this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to do another one that we don't usually do in class, but if you could grab a chair, or you can do this on the edge of your couch. Probably wouldn't work very well like on a rocking chair, like a recliner, but you need a chair that is sturdy and it won't move around on you. I'm going to use the bleachers over here. These are called chair dips, and what these do, these are going to work your tricep muscles right here in the back of your arms. So what you do, you're going to sit on the very edge of the chair, and then your legs are straight out in front of you. You're going to slide your bottom just barely off the edge of the chair, using your arms to hold yourself up. So you're going to lock your elbows, okay, and your bottom, you're just kind of hanging off the edge of the chair, okay? And what you do is you're going to bend your elbows, you're going to go down, but don't sit down because it's hard to get back up, and then back up, okay? So let's do 10 of these, okay? Ready? Down, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6, down, up, 7, down, up, 8, down, up, 9, down, up, 10. All right, very good. Might be a good idea to kind of stretch those arms out after you do those exercises, just to kind of loosen your muscles back up after they got that workout in. Okay, so now we're going to move on to a game. So the last few weeks, have been working on basketball. Okay, so we talked about dribbling, we've talked about passing, And some of you last week started on some shooting. And today, everybody's going to do some shooting in this game. So, like I said earlier, if you don't have a basketball goal, you don't have a basketball at home, that's okay. Okay, we're going to make this work in your house. Okay, so what you're going to need to do, you can pause this video if you need to go look for these things. So what you need is, I have a bucket, but you don't have to have a bucket. You can use a cardboard box. You can use a hula hoop. Just anything that you can use as a goal. Something that you can throw a ball into. Now, if you don't have a ball, what I did, this is just some old scrap paper, and I made a ball out of it. I watered it up, and this is my basketball today, okay? So this is my goal. Put that right there, and this is my ball. Now, the name of this game is Around the World. This is a shooting game. Now, those of you that we did not get a chance to talk about shooting, that's okay. I'm going to go over shooting real quick before we start this game. So, here we go. Okay, so when we shoot a basketball, okay, we use an acronym called BEEF. Now, an acronym is where you have a word, and each letter in that word stands for something that helps you remember. Okay, so we have an acronym BEEF in basketball, and there are 4 letters, B-E-E-F. Okay, that's how you spell the word beef. Now, the acronym goes like this. The first letter is B. That stands for balance. Okay, so you're going to balance the ball on your hand. Okay, so we've got the ball balanced on my shooting hand, the hand that, it's usually my strongest hand, my dominant hand. That's the hand that we write with, or color with. So I've got my ball balanced. The first E in the word beef stands for elbow. Okay, my elbow has to be underneath the ball, because if it's not, the ball falls off. So we have to have our elbow in, basically underneath our ball, okay? The second E is eyes, okay? Eyes on the target. And what's your target? Right, the basketball goal, because you're shooting it into the basketball goal, okay? And the last letter is F, and F stands for follow through. When you shoot a basketball, okay, when you shoot, you're going to shoot with that hand, and back up so you can see. When you shoot, you're going to kind of flip your wrist, okay? Your fingers should be kind of pointing down toward the ground after you shoot, because you push, and you get that last little push with your hand toward the basketball goal, okay? Some coaches and teachers, they use, the analogy, the description of you got a basketball, or you got a cookie jar on the top of the shelf, and you're reaching into the cookie jar to try to get a cookie out because Mom put the cookies on the top shelf so you couldn't reach. So you had to reach really high to get up there. Okay, so that's kind of what it looks like. Your fingers kind of dipping into the basket after you actually shoot the ball. Okay, so whenever we shoot, balance the ball. I got my elbow underneath. My eyes are on my basket. Okay, and whenever we shoot, we don't just use our arms. We have to bend our knees. We have our feet balanced as well. And we're going to extend our legs. We're going to extend our arm, and then we follow through with our eyes on the basket, just like that, okay? So, we are going to practice shooting by playing this game that I called Around the World. So what I did, I have my bucket, I have my ball, aka my paper wad, and I also have dots. Now, you don't have to have dots. I have these rubber dots that we've used in PE before. And I have 4 of them. They're kind of around in a semicircle. So I've got one here, I've got one here, I've got one here, and I've got one here. And you can play this by yourself, but it's more fun if you find someone to play with you. And what you're going to do is you're going to take turns. Okay, so since I'm here by myself, I get to go first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the first dot. And I'm going to try to make a basket from that dot. Okay? So I'm remembering beef, balance, elbow, eyes, and follow through. Okay, so I just made the basket. Since I made the basket, I get to move to the next dot. I'm going to keep shooting until I miss, okay? I'm going to keep shooting. If I make it, I made another one. Then I get to go to the next dot. And if I miss, then that means whoever I'm playing with, they get to take a turn. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get around all of the dots before the other person, okay? So I balance, elbow, eyes, follow through. Oh, I missed that one. So that means my partner would then take their turn, and they're going to try to make it around the world, okay? That's a fun game. That's a game that I used to play a lot in my backyard. We'd find rocks, and we'd just put them around the yard, and we would use those as our dots or the places that we'd shoot from. So you can use anything for that. You can use more paper. Just put a paper down. Toys. Just make sure you don't step on them. Whatever you need to do to mark kind of a half circle around your goal. And you can move your goal wherever you need it to, depending on how skilled you are or how much practice you've had. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that game. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you had some fun getting some exercise today. We'll see you next week.